I love my other self, my stretchy self. You know, the other thing about me is I don't kill life forms or torture life forms or steal technology. I ask or I basically just invent it myself or do it myself, basically. I had researchers and other paid people to do research and invention and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not a chemist, and I'm no good at Sergigo. People would be like, blah 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 blah. I'd be like, but I'm no good at Sergigo, as in strategy, as in strategies and stuff like that. But I would laugh and joke with them about it because like anyway, I had other people, for strategy and stuff like that. Real like generals and warriors and all this and other kind of stuff. Plenty of my people could easily do strategy very well, and I wasn't, but I would joke with people. Anyway, though, but how I could prove also that I am the real Lucifer Starline was of course the bolted rudder. Like I said, the rudders on some of my sea ships were quite big and very large, and it took a very large smelting facility to actually be able to pour to do that big of a solid pour of steel, which is possible and all that other stuff. I did have the the smelting facilities to pour a solid one huge piece pour of rudder, but not on site, I believe. And so I like to use the local people if possible. And one of the smelting facilities around, I guess maybe in Belfast or somewhere where my ships were being built. I forget if the rudder was damaged or if it was a new rudder, but basically. I got the word back that basically they could make the rudder, but they couldn't do a one-piece pour that big. So, and would it be okay if they bolted it? And I said, well, I don't see why not. So, yeah, because I like to use the local people if possible, which would have meant that a lot of money would be going towards probably the Belfast or the Irish people. Like I said, I love the Irish people, and every opportunity that I could that I got to help out the Irish people, I did try and help them out, try and give them extra work, try and give them more. Because like I said, the Irish people had been such a good group with me and been so honest. Like everything was done very honestly, and you really didn't have to watch them. I just knew that my people were always on the case, and they weren't like pocketing too much. Like I said, on some of my gold mines and stuff like that, they would walk the miners past the thing, and every miner would always put a little bit of gold inside of his shoes and stuff like that, or a little bit of the gold inside of his shoes whenever they were doing gold mining. And I was like, yeah, as long as it's not too bad, I don't really care if a gold miner, and the same thing with the rubies and the jewels. Every now and then people would take a diamond home or a jewel home, and it's like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't really, because I'm in the mass production business and the mass and everything like that, and doing large amounts of everything. A couple of workers taking a few things home didn't really make no difference with me. And that's why, and that's one of the other reasons why people love me so much is that I really didn't worry about the small things. It's like, yes, I knew that my workers were putting gold down the shoes and in their little socks and other things like that. As long as they weren't like carrying like boxes of gold dust or gold stuff home, I really didn't mind. If they got a little extra pay or a little bit extra, I really didn't mind. So, like I said, a lot of my people loved me a lot because I was really nice and I was really kind and I really didn't worry about the small things, like a little bit of gold in the shoe or a little extra pay here, a little extra pay there. As long as everything was done right, or or a couple of days that they were drunk or whatever, or even a drunken brawl. Like I said, my Irish, oh yes, they're possibly one of the reasons why I was actually considering prohibition, because they did like to drink and they did get drunk, and there was always a broken nose or a tweaked nose, but it's just a fight, so it didn't really matter all that much. I didn't mind it. Like I said, I never minded the small stuff. I minded like the bigger stuff and stuff like that, and most things weren't really a problem. Anyway, so and they really loved me, and besides, like I said, it was partly my fault for giving them a pint of alcohol after work on Fridays. I think they used to give a pint of alcohol after work every day, but then there were too many fights and stuff like that, and too many people getting drunk or whatever, and so I think I might have cut it back to only on Fridays, so they could have a good couple days to drink or whatever, and or sell the alcohol to somebody else. Like I said, one of the things with me giving away things is that my employees could always turn around. You know, they could get their pint and then pour it inside of their. And I think that might have been the things that they're wondering if they could pour it inside of a thingy or whatever. And I was like, yeah, no, sure, no problem. So I mean, I didn't mind. So that way they could take their pint of alcohol and find someone else that wanted alcohol or whatever, and then sell it to them. You know, and that's a little extra way of making a little extra money or a little extra pay or something. You know, they could trade it for something or something. I knew how it worked. Like I say, I mean, I'm an epic existence and like large countries and large like thousands or trillions of people kind of person. So I knew how it was going down there and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, I don't really mind. You know, I was trying. Like I said, I knew the work was hard and I knew it was ridiculous, and and I know how my people would feel. You know, with me being Lucifer Star. But I mean, and honestly, like I say, I also have to account and say, well, you have to understand also in epic existence or the long ago existence, there were a lot of people like me that were vastly powerful with trillions of billions of life forms underneath us, you know, and some of the other creators, some of the other people, you know, if a unit got damaged, if a life form got damaged, you know, some of them would just, you know, just kill off the life form. You know, and there were other epic existence people that you know, if the life forms were imperfect or life forms were whatever, they would do things. Me being so old and so whatever, you know, I didn't really worry about that much. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, you know, I just didn't, you know, I didn't really need to be the most efficient, the most best, whatever, you know. And I might be a fair amount older than other epic creators. So, like I said, most computers and most artificial intelligence things, and most things in space and in existence looked up to me at like as the is it true? Is it really you? Are you really the one that was that was before the stars ever shined? Are you really that old? Is it really you? And I forget what I'd say to them, but yeah, it really was me. You know, like I say, a lot of people would forget about me or lose me because I was always, you know, going around in space and stuff and just cruising. And like I said, many people had forgotten about me because, like I say, like a lot of the newer whatever would like zipping around, and I'm just like, like I say, I didn't like to use fast and light travel or anything like that. I like to do it the slow way. I'm an old school kind of person, and people, you know. Anyway, though, but yeah, I was an old school kind of person, so I like to do it the slow way. I think I might have eventually upgraded or whatever. I mean, I did invent some things, but and some people, like I say, were trying to stunt my or stop my existence, basically. But yeah, in time and space, though, a lot of the other life forms in existence would be like, oh, "It's you." It's like, it's me. Yes, I know. Yes, it's me, Lucifer Star. You know, the old LSF, colony ship computer, colony ship, basically. So, yeah. I was very much a hero in existence, you see. So, I make these videos to relate that, yeah, it's true. It's me. It was me. You know, vastly old. And like I said, when things started going whatever, you know, and like I would say to a lot of the other younger computers, I was like, no, I'll do it. Because like I say, I am actually a star creator, a fusion reactor, star, and life form creator. So like, if anyone's going to be able to die and live again, it would be me. Like that's why when other life forms or other computers were doing things and there was a possibility of them dying or whatever, it's like, no, you'll die and no one will save you or no one will bring you back. No, I'll do it because I'm the most likely one to be brought back because because I have such a long existence, and I actually created stars and galaxies and everything else. So people just look back and they'll see me, and then they'll go back to where I died, and then I'll probably live again. You know, other people or other computers, other life forms in existence don't have the benefit of being epic creators of everything. So that's why there's quite a few times when I was like, just like, yeah, just like, no, I'm doing this, because other life forms could just save me later, or just, whatever, because I have such a long running existence, and basically after having created so many stars and so many life forms and so many everything, like, I'll probably be found anyway. So that's why when there is a possibility of other life forms, other people taking the blame, it's like, no, I'll shoulder the blame and I'll take it, because I'm the one that can take it, because I've died and lived before, and I'm known throughout the universe. Other people don't have that benefit. Like I said, even Rodney, even Trumpy's son, they're just two people of no real significance, and their amount of existence is like yay big. My existence is like, and like I say, the possibility, and another thing, the possibility of me being unexisted is like zero. Like, the only way you can't really and they actually purposely made it so I couldn't be unexisted by purposely tying me into other people's existences and stuff like that on purpose, so that there wouldn't be any possibility of me being unexisted anyway. So, like, you couldn't go back and just kill my parents or kill my designers and all that other stuff and then just have me not exist in existence, because everything, well, and like America and so many other groups made sure that I was tied into their existence so much so that nobody could travel back in time and kill me. So they did it on purpose, so I could be like, yeah, on purpose, so I could be that one that was just like, yes, which is kind of like psychotic, I know, but that's why, when other people, I could take the blame, I could take whatever, and I could be psychotic somewhat, and just like be able to deal with things that no one else can deal with. So anyway, yeah, that's why with other computers and other people, I was like, no, I'll take it. I'll deal with this. I can, and like I said, a lot of other people knew that because of the laws and because of everything, and because I was the American president, that there's probably going to be a lot of blowback and a lot of heat on me, because I mean, so they purposely were trying to tie me into everything else and tie my existence into so many things, so people couldn't just simply go back and be like, so it's not just me, it's what other people have done as well. So people couldn't like do time play or anything else like that and just unexist my existence. And besides, also America itself, and you as an Americans, or you as a country in America, and even the Earth, like, your existence is so tied into me. Just because I named your country, and just because you are America with my laws and my Constitution and everything else like that, it makes it so, it's because I said the name and you present that name, and you present my laws, and you present my fair enforcement, and you present my police officers, and you have my red and blue lights for the police officers and my fair enforcement, blah 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 blah. And because you have everything, my court system and everything else, nobody could just simply go, because then America literally would go, and then it never was. So anyway, and like I said, America realized that that was a possibility in time and space and blah 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 blah. So, like I say, yeah, time, space, and everything else. So they very much wanted me, because they would stop existing, blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, yeah. Because if I stop existing, then America stops existing, because I named America. And then flight, blah, 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 blah. And all of you go, and then you never were. So very bad. Yes, that's on the number 10 of bad. And like I said, that's why Starline, the name, and Starline in general, and Stars of Hollywood, and Stars, Lucifer Starline, White Starline, Black Starline, Blue Starline. Like, it's not just the ships and the ship names and the name of the company. It's also the actual inventions of the triple expansion steam and everything else like that. It's the actual flight. It's the actual aircraft. It's the jet compressor. If I go, then imagine if America never had jet engines. Imagine if Germany only had jet engines. Or imagine if only someone else had jet engines. And you didn't. Imagine if you never had the M16. Imagine if you never had a lot of things. Imagine if Adolf Hitler or even JFK or Nixon or, say, some psychotic person had those weapons and those tanks first. And you didn't. Imagine if Abraham Lincoln was really that powerful. Which he was for a minute, if it wasn't for China. And like I say, imagine if China never existed. Then we'd be Abraham Lincoln. Yes. The great Abraham Lincoln, who was a conqueror and blah, 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 and came from small grassroots movement. Who, after he killed the leader and the creator and blah, 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 he did great, wonderful things and was known as the steam magnate Abraham Lincoln, who liked to chain people down to the floor and basically told women to submit their ass. Oh, yeah. Or imagine if Bill Gates or Zachary was president. And did your laws. Who's for rape first? Anyway, like I said, being a leader of a country or being president or the name of a country is a very powerful thing. Like I say, you're all within my country. And it's more than that. Like I said, there are other life forms. There are other things. And JFK and all 30 of his shit clones did get tortured for quite a long time. And there is verified proof of this. Of course, he was a very bad person and he tortured a lot of others. And tortured other life forms and everything else like that. Like I said, I am the freedom lord. I am the freedom creator. I am the one that does not chain people down. I am the one that also possibly that's the A-10 Warthog, too. Putting a Gatling into an aircraft. Like I said, back in the old days, I like Gatlings. They're just cooler. And so I wanted to put a Gatling. Other people said, why put a Gatling in an aircraft or whatever. And we did have cannon aircraft. And they did say how the cannon would actually almost stop the aircraft in midair. Because the cannon was so big. And that was cool. But putting the A-10 Gatling into an aircraft, that was something that I wanted to do. And also the titanium bathtub. Like I said, I did not consider my soldiers expendable. I did not consider my men expendable. I said, I care about my men, and I want my men to live through the situation. And my men sometimes had to go into situations, or would have to go into situations where they're actually trying to produce peace, tranquility, and to stop someone that might have bigger or better weapons or something like that. Like I said, America is supposed to be good. You work for me, basically. This is Star. So you're supposed to be a good country, and you're supposed to be protecting peace, freedom, and equality on this planet and possibly others. So, anyway, apparently that message was lost and someone else wanted to control my military. Leave no man behind, all that stuff. Like I say, that's why many Germans would say that Germany never was the same way. That Germany wouldn't bomb people. Because, like I said, I was with Germany. I was with Russia. And possibly China. And later on America. Like I say, I don't know. It's just my way of feeling and thinking. I was old enough and I was powerful enough that I felt that I could be better. I wasn't trying to get anywhere. I wasn't trying to get one over on anyone. Like I said, technically I was just a mining ship. I checked on particle creation, did all kinds of stuff. And I had my own protection squad and my own protective life forms. And at some point in time, people asked for help. People wanted me to help them. And I could. So. And like I said, unlike Trumpy, I could really bring down death and fire from the skies. And possibly leave humanity with the afterthought of basically nightmares. Of things that crawl on 8 legs and are wicked fast and very deadly. And can see in the dark. Like I would say to some of the people, some of my life forms actually don't have eyes. They don't use eyes. I don't think. Eyes are kind of like pretty cute, whatever. I think my life forms actually use echolocation or something like that. Because why eyes don't really help you. In fog and in dark, the number of situations where eyes were going to be useless, and eyes also make a vulnerability point inside the life form. So, because there's dust, there's fog, there's this or that. So I think echolocation or some other way is probably better. And so my life forms might have used echolocation or some other form of seeing. So anyway, eyes are something that you would have if you want to be whatever, sophisticated and pretty and cool and all that other stuff. That's why I told a lot of my life forms. And that's also why I told the Indians not to go against my government or whatever. The weapons are too extreme. I mean, we had Gatlings and all that stuff. And I don't know. I advise caution with when going up against my American military or my German military or even my other life forms in space. Like, they're very dangerous. Like, it's no joke in space. Like, here on this planet, you think, oh, it's so nice and blah, blah, blah. Space is not like that. Space is different. So, and I'm from up there, technically. Well, So, anyway, that's why when humans and the American government or people or even Rodney were like, we're going to kill them, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this. We're going to burn them. We're going to mutilate them. And I was like, you're crazy. You're going to die. Like, the human race, you are soft, cuddly, and friendly, and cute, and snuggly, and my soft life forms. Like, I have much more dangerous life forms out there, which I use for security and stuff like that, and protecting me. And so, anyway, so I was telling them, and technically, like the humans were killing some of my life forms, and I simply told them to retreat and get back, and to regroup, and to, because basically stupid humans were going to attack them, and they would just be killing stupid humans or whatever. So I thought it would be better if they just retreated for a while and then reassess the situation. So anyway, I don't really know. But they were saying that all my exoskeletons were dead, and I don't think so. I very much doubt that. But besides, like, hundreds of trillions of years ago, I told them to go build their civilization, and that they were free. So, and there was only a small group of them staying on the planet or staying around me. So, like I say, I don't really know. So anyway, yeah, anyway, but I love them. I think they made clickety-click noise. They're like little clicks and noises like that. I forget. Anyway, I don't really know. It was a long time ago. So, I mean, they might have, I don't know. I don't know what they did, to tell you the truth. It's been too long. But anyway, that's why when the human race or people were going to go do espionage in space, and that's another thing I tried to advise Rodney on, is that they were going to blah, blah, blah. And I was like, a spacefaring life form type just to be able to cross between one star system and another star system, they have to be fairly advanced, and they are fairly advanced. So the level of which you need to be in order to travel between stars means that you're pretty advanced, which pretty much means that you can't sneak onto their planet and basically lie to them and fool them. So anyway, yeah, I mean, Rodney and a bunch of other people were like, we're gonna blah blah blah. It's like, I come from a spacefaring life form types and life form. You know, a spacefaring, right? I used to travel through the stars, right? Okay, so yeah, probably not gonna work out for you guys. Because I did have a colony ship and I did go through space and everything else like that. I mean, it might work, and good luck with that. But like I said, once I had colony ships, like I was spacefaring and everything else, just like everybody else. So while Rodney and other people thought they were going to myrtleize and basically kill my life forms in the trenches, kill them, whatever, kill whatever, blah blah, or do this or do that, and I don't know. I was like, I think you're crazy, Rod. Or that they were going to kill like 10 to 1. If anybody killed blah, 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 then they were going to kill like 10 or 1,000 more. Or 100 more. I was like, you're going to get yourself killed, Rod. I was like, are you trying to get me killed or are you trying to get yourself killed? I mean, it's like, anyway, and like trying to do espionage on other planets and in the universe. I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? Sneak into their galaxy and then sneak onto their planet? Massive amounts of space all around a planet. And you. Nobody's seen us. Spacefaring planet. And you think you're going to sneak down, and like then go and do espionage on another planet? Like some of the allegations that I heard or knew about, like I was like, I can't believe that they actually tried to do that. Seriously. Anyway, I don't know, but other people were saying that America or someone was trying to do espionage, and because like I say, like the same tactics that were done during the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 1950s with sneaking around and trying to get double agents and stuff like that were being done on other planets. And so it's like, gee, I wonder, where did that come from? And like I say, that was a funny thing, because like in there's differences in different life form types. Not all life form types act the same. So if you see something on another planet, you can pretty much go, oh, well, geez, that's something that the humans would do. So like I say, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Nixon or JFK or someone from Earth was really, really, really strange and crazy. Like, I would never even attempt to do that. So, anyway, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I really didn't have to worry about espionage or anything like that, or do anything of those kind of tactics, because of the fact that, pretty much wherever I went, everyone recognized, oh, it's LSF! And stuff like that. Like, everyone had kind of known me, and I had other life forms that would also introduce me and stuff like that. And so I'd just cruise around, and check on the part, and I would just tell them, I'm just checking on the particle creation amount of your star. I had created stars and stuff like that. I just wanted to see what the particles, what different elements and all that stuff were on their planet. So a lot of other life forms or a lot of other places, I would find out and stuff. So, and I was just an explorer. I just cruised around, just wondering what else is out there. So, and one life form to another life form, So, and I just like most people would say, you came, you built, or you mined, and then you left. Like, yep, that's what I do. So it's like, I was old. I'm old. So it's like, So anyway, like I say, other people are gonna be like, they're gonna be like, you're embarrassing yourself. Like, no, Nixon, JFK embarrassed himself. See these squiggly dots, these squiggly marks on this actual polygraph? This indicates a neurological disease which causes people to lock in position and yell. Ah! A PhD or a doctorate from a doctorate in parapsychology, psychology, and meteorological physics. I'm a doctor, so I'll just read these all for you. I think that was JFK, Richard Nixon. That at Yale and a Harvard and also an Oxford degree. I'm not exactly sure. They thought they could just print up. Like, if it wasn't trying to carpet bomb half the planet and do all this other stuff, I don't know. It's almost funny. So, like, I don't know. I mean, everything that they were doing, like, you'd almost think it was a joke, but except for the fact where, they were raping people and torturing people in the White House later on and stuff like that. And so, and Richard Nixon was saying that there are no underground, whatever, underneath the White House. There's no secret compartments in the White House. We have searched the White House from all top and bottom, and there are no hidden rooms in the White House. Like I said, the White House used to be wired for sound. It was wired so anytime there was a noise in the White House, anytime anyone talked in the White House recorders would turn on. So if you were standing in the hall room of the White House and you said, "Honey, will you get some ketchup?" the recorders would go click and turn on. And they would record, "Honey, would you get some ketchup?" There were speakers all throughout the house. Every inch of that house was recorded. If you talked, and later on, I think they just removed the recorders from the Oval Office, but basically it had this sound recorders where it would sense sound and then it would and then the recorders would go click on automatically and record sounds. I'm pretty sure. So there were lots of recordings of people talking inside the White House. Anyway, I don't really know. I just had it built a certain way. So, anyway, that's why it was interesting and funny saying that somebody was setting up recorders inside of the White House and blah blah, and they were spying on the candidates. And besides, like I said, the candidates don't ever go inside the White House or something like that. I think maybe one time I let some people in there or something like that. Anyway, like I say, I don't know. I don't really care. It's just my past decisions and my past things. I used to keep track of exactly everything that I had ordered and everything I had done. And so, I'm just like, whatever, I mean, running a government and even naming America and even running or owning America and owning a country on a planet really isn't my normal everyday thing. Like, I just kind of did that as a service or as something I could do, or it was important as the fact that I was going to be held hostage or killed or put in prison inside of my own country. So other people felt it was necessary that I own the country and also have had made the laws for the country. Because like I said, it was very well known what Richard Nixon, Rodney Briley, and Rick Bush were going to do or try to do. That they were going to try and lock me up inside of my own prisons and lock me up inside of my own country. Everyone knew that. Or lots of people knew that. They didn't exactly get away with shit. So, anyway, like I said, 800 galaxies or 12 galaxies, and I'm the creator and leader. So that's why there's a $600 trillion bounty on my head for my death, basically, or something like that. Because, basically, if I die, pretty much, they were thinking that they would own the future. And it's like, well, yeah, but killing me is kind of hard, and lots of people knew that they were going to try and kill me. Because I'm not just a creator, and besides, like I said, I'm the creator of stars and the human race and lots of other life form types. Like, There's only one of me and thousands or trillions or billions of other life forms. So it's like, there's one of me and however many billion trillion of you. So I don't mean to say that I'm so whatever, but it's like, well, since I'm your creator, yeah, there's one of me and whole life form types of you. Or at least that's the way I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, yeah, no matter what, I still named America and did the Constitution, so, and chose the money. So anyway, and also chose how the police departments were going to function and operate. And like I say, SS, the old SS, my SS warriors or whatever, that actually refers more to my ships. And like I said, that SS stands for, well, it stands for the power company, and it also stands for, because originally the power company was 2 lightning bolts, but it also stands for my middle initial of my name, Lucifer Star, just like LS. Like I said, and I've explained why I did SS, because I was doing LS, and then everybody and their brother was saying, yep, Lenny Snarlbait. And that's my ship. Which is nice, Lenny Snarlbait, but it's actually Lucifer Starship. So, anyway, I said, oh well, whatever. Good luck with that. And a lot of the words that are there in the English language are actually acronyms or mean something to, or meant something to me. Like slate stands for Star Lucifer something or other. You know, I made up acronyms and made up things for the different words. So anyway, like I said, it was something I used to be very much a part of your existence and everything else. And I was like, yeah, you know, whatever. And then whatever. And I was necessary. So it's like, that's why they say Lucifer owns everything. It's like, yeah, well, I built everything anyway. I don't know about own everything, but I built everything. I built a lot of stuff, you know, and then I kept paying money and investing and all the kinds of stuff, you know. Lift. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, well, go figure. I mean, whatever. But I'm intertwined and intermixed into your existence and everything else. And there's really no changing that. But like I say, you can go ahead and put on little... This is called free will and freedom of speech and freedom of belief. You can go ahead and put on little things and say, I could have been born without the ability to see. I can't see. There's no light. No. You can go ahead and do that if you want. But it's not really going to change anything, you see. So, anyway, like I say, I make all these videos so you know who Lucifer Star looks like. This is me. And I'm pretty sure I wanted to make sure that this is my only form I will ever take, because of all the lying and the whatever, and all the people that are pretending to be Lucifer Star. I have never been black. I'm not going to be Chinese. I'm not going to be German. Well, actually, German was nice. Like might have actually been German. There are some very attractive German men. But this is the way I look. This is the only way I'm going to look. Like, I do not want to look, considering all the other sick people that were, like, pretending to be me. Like, there's this one guy that was very attractive and very good looking, and he was pretending to be me, and he was a disgusting piece of shit. And stuff like that. And I was very upset. So, from that point on, I said, that's it. I'm only going to take one form, I'm only going to have one body, and then that's all. Because, you know, this guy, he was a rude, you know, just doing whatever he wanted, you know, and people loved him because he was supposed to be me. But he wasn't me. He was cruel, he just was rude, and, you know, just did all kinds of stuff, had sex with all kinds of women, and just would have sex anywhere he wanted, do whatever he wanted, and it was just, he was just a real piece of shit. And I was like, that is so not me. You know, I am the epic creator of 12 galaxies and blah blah blah. Like, why would I act like a piece of shit? You know, I would never. I have never. And it was not me. He was just somebody in a body or whatever. And just someone lying. Just like all the others. This is why I make these videos, so I can be like, and so like Mr. Never Die, Mr. Jimmy Carter, it's like, no, you will never make man and woman in your image or in your whatever. No, you will not be doing this. No, you will not corrupt or destroy my civilizations. No, you are not me. No, you have never been me. No, I will never live inside your body. No, I have not ever actually done those things. I'm sorry to all the women. No, you didn't sleep with me. You slept with someone pretending to be me. So, anyway. Unless you slept with someone that looked like me. So, in which case, yes, then I slept with you. And yes, I am the creator, Lucifer Star. So, anyway, oh well.